bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
12 yards there as they move the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Watson now to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So and
that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the ball. Lever. Back 55.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing is Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Hurry!
The first carry now for Doug Martin. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On the ball, on the ball. That tackle for 3. Hey, alert!
On second down, Martin. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Back 53, 22. Hey, go here. Hey, 22, 21.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Corey Coleman back deep to return. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Black 22. Richmond.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. making the give. Now Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, that's a play they're going to be proud of on defense because any second and short situation, you anticipate the run, and you want to make the play and stop them from getting a first down. But when you can force them to lose yardage and now put the odds in your favor on defense because now they're going to have to throw the ball, that's a play that you're going to be really, really excited.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, it's Watson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Richmond.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
a first down throw. Watson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
10. Jumbo. Hey, tag 32.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Four down. Jumbo, tag. Slight. Block it.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Tag 26. 10. Hey, red.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Reggie Ragland coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, 22. 21.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Patriots send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey,
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the handoff, it's Gurley. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now it's Gurley. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Reset.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
But you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Alone to the right is Jones. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Patriots. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Adam Humphries, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Stafford now to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now McManus on to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Yeah, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the back.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Lions add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Let's go. Hurry! 4 down. Hey, 22! Jumbo, set!
On first down, it's Stafford. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This is Ajayi. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Hey, you got three down. Go here. Ready.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Elliott now to kick this one away. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He finds Ajayi. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, Stafford here. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Stafford now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Tag 57, ready? I got one. 53, ready?
On second down, here's Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stafford. Inman has it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford for Dallas Goedert. A really cool moment. His first NFL touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll try and run it with a jive. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now McManus on to kick this one off. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Green, black, green, scared. Tiger. Come back. Tiger.
Watson off play action. He finds Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Watson on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Watson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Come back. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Here's Watson now on second down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner. Busting throw to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now it's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Third and long, it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Ford Field. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Faking the give. Now Watson. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Coleman has it here right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Watson. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock going.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now a give running left for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They get it to him running left, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Todd Gurley with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott now to kick this one away. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Gun! 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 All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Matt Moore, the backup, ready for his first throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on second down. Moore. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Moore now from the gun on third down. He's going to launch into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. On second down, here's Watson. And that's complete. It's Sims. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing now. Watson going to look deep for Jeffrey. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Come back, come back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come back, come back. Down. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And Watson's going to throw it here. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that field goal. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for New England, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.